Mr. Speaker, in closing, first I urge all members to vote on this important legislation, send a strong message that this is a do-something Congress when it comes to problems that have been around for a very long time. And secondly, I would like to take a moment, a bit of personal privilege, to say to the American workforce that work for the federal government, in every investigation we have found, our committee has found that in every failed project, there were legions of good federal employees who recognized the problem, who sent letters, who tried to have a program that was not going right to go right or go better. It is not for lack of many in the workforce who are doing their job as best they can. It's for lack of a consolidated and predictable chain of command. It's for lack of the ability to have somebody know they're in charge, bear the full weight, and be qualified. I have no doubt that upon enactment of this law, the federal workforce will begin to breathe a breath of fresh air, to know that they are being empowered to do the work they so desperately want to do, that the tools are going to be added for them, and that the titles will become a title earned and then used wisely. So seldom do we spend a lot of time on the House floor talking about how great the federal workforce is while we're talking about monumental failures. But let's understand, it's not for the lack of good programmers, it's not for lack of good contractors, and it's not for lack of well-meaning and dedicated federal workers that we come today. It's for the need to organize them in a way in which we believe they can be successful. And that's the other part of our committee. We're the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform, and today is a structural reform in how we purchase information technology. And for that, I want to thank my partners on the other side of the aisle, because we have been right next to each other on this all the way, and particularly for Mr. Connolly, who's put his staff and his own personal time into every aspect of this, and who added his earlier legislation that allows us to bring about the necessary consolidation of duplicate centers all spread around the country. There's simply a waste of energy and a waste of software power. So I see this as a win-win, one in which Republicans and Democrats have come together in a Congress that does not have a great reputation, but on occasions does great things. I urge, again, support for this and yield back.